On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we're watching one of Ed Norton's crazy, personality-driven movies. Guess which one? Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite Dirty Name podcast, where we put our nostalgia to the test with first-time watches, rewatches, and everything else. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And we are finishing up 1996.
96, baby!
With a crazy courtroom drama thriller movie.
Yeah.
Called Primal Fear.
Primal Fear.
What does the title have to do with anything in the movie?
Nothing. Yep. Absolutely nothing.
That's it. All right. Thanks for watching.
I love it. I think this movie, I have a lot of thoughts.
I do too.
On this movie.
That's why we have a podcast
about movies. Right. But normally it's like, oh, I love this movie. Or, oh, I hated this movie. I'm like...
You're somewhere in there?
I'm somewhere in there.
Which we'll find out as we go.
And that's why I don't want to say too much, because I have a lot of thoughts that is not necessary for me to get into at this moment.
I get it. This movie was very 90s.
Yeah.
Very much 90s.
And when we watched the trailer, the first thing we said was...
That's a 90s ass trailer.
That's a very 90s ass trailer right there.
The editing in this, the cinematography in this, the acting, the
music.
Everything. The music was so bland and boring in this that I couldn't even tell you.
It was just literally just background music. Yeah. It wasn't even like articulated to like set the scene or anything.
No, and it was not memorable whatsoever, which I don't know, is that good or bad? I don't know. We'll find out when we talk about things, I guess. The whole movie was an interesting ride. We'll say that. It's crazy going back to some 90s movies that don't feel timeless like other movies we have watched. This one feels very dated. It feels very much in the 90s. I even think when we watched A Few Good Men, it felt a little more timeless than this one did. Yeah. For comparison to another courtroom-esque movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Richard Gere movie.
You were saying that, and I thought that was pretty crazy until I looked at a lot of movies that he was in, and I've seen maybe like 2 other movies.
Yeah. So you brought up Pretty Woman. Never seen it.
And The Jackal.
Oh, and Chicago.
Yeah,
never seen any of those.
Crazy.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of other people from this movie in other things, though.
Like Laura Linney. I always confuse her with Helen Hunt.
Yeah, but Laura Linney was in The Details.
Right. Funny. She's
great in this.
Yeah.
Let's give it up.
Give it up for Laura Linney.
Honestly, she's killing it in this movie.
1996.
She looks great.
She was such a biatch.
But she's so good at it. She's so good at it. I am just like, yeah, you do whatever you want, Laura Linney.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah, basically.
Go off, Queen.
We had a lot of other people, but why don't we jump into some IMDb facts about this movie, since we're already getting into the swing of things.
Let's do it.
So, Primal Fear from 1996, rated R, and it's a heavy rated R movie. I have a lot I need to say about the swearing of this movie. I don't know if I want to say it now or should I wait.
Just say no.
Okay. It's our show.
Right.
We do what we want.
Say no.
I feel like anytime most people cussed in this, it felt like someone was like, just add a fuck right there.
Please.
Add a fucking goddamn it right there. Because none of the...
It didn't flow.
None of these actors, except for Ed Norton, feels like they can get away with swearing. In this movie, at least. Yeah. They just don't, none of them make it seem like they feel it and they mean it when they swear.
I mean, maybe it was on purpose because they're all like churchgoers and they don't cuss often.
All the lawyers that are talking about sleeping with each other and drinking and doing drugs and stuff?
Yeah, they were at church the first scene of the movie. Pretty much.
I think it's for show. But yeah, they just all don't seem like they know how to swear properly. It's like when a kid in like, I'm going to throw it back to like our ages, when we're in like 6th, 7th grade, starting to cuss.
Yeah.
And you just put cuss words in front of everything because you're like, haha, my parents don't know I'm swearing at school.
You're an asstard.
Maybe, I don't know about
You're
that
a
one.
turd ass.
Yeah, something like that. This bitch ass mother freaking.
You freaking suck donkey balls.
That's actually like a fine one. That's still better than any of the shit they came up with in this movie. It had a 2 hour and 9 minute runtime.
Yeah, you felt it.
There were times where you definitely feel it. I have a lot I want to say about the pacing of this movie, which we'll get into when we do the breakdown, because there are just some things in this movie that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The tagline. Oh, did you have something?
No.
Tagline: a high-profile murder intrigues a publicity-hungry lawyer. That's it.
Right.
I mean, for the first 2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that. That tagline doesn't fit for me.
It's got a 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb. 47 Metascore, though.
Wow.
Big difference there.
Yeah.
Big, huge difference. Top cast: Richard Gere, Laura Linney, Edward Norton, John Mahoney, Alfre Woodard, Frances McDormand, Terry O'Quinn, Andre Brower, and more from there. Directed by Gregory Hoblit.
Mm-hmm.
Hoblit.
I'm not sure.
Hoblit.
Hoblit?
The Hoblit?
Hoblit. That's it.
Some reviews from IMDb. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This movie's old, from the 90s. It's been around. So let's start with a quick one from 2004. I just gotten done seeing the movie Fight Club when a relative of mine said, if you like that movie, you'll like Primal Fear. I didn't believe him because I had believed that Fight Club was the best movie on the face of the planet. Well, he just so happened to have a copy of Primal Fear with him.
What?
In 2004?
Here you go.
Here's a DVD. I watched it and was amazed. I was speechless. The movie has so many twists. I was convinced that it was one of the best movies I had ever seen. Gere's performance is average. I say this because it seems that in many movies he plays the same cocky character. Linney's monologue in the courtroom is mesmerizing. It was just great. And Norton, well, this may be one of the best performances ever. The fact that this was made during the starting of his acting career is unbelievable. It was a great film, and Edward Norton does an excellent job.
Sure does.
Sure does. Let's do one from the year 2000.
Okay.
Outstanding thriller on par with The Usual Suspects. Primal Fear is an impressive film about one lawyer's yearning for the spotlight. He gets his wish after an archbishop is brutally murdered in Chicago. It appears that choir boy Edward Norton is the killer, but there is more to this case than meets the eye. In the end, Gere is going to learn that what he thinks he wants, fame and fortune, is not at all that great because what he has had to go through to get there. Primal Fear was one of the most interesting films of '96, but was ignored by almost everyone. How about a 4 out of 10?
All right.
This one says it has spoilers, and it's from September 2002.
Oh, spoilers.
This movie's from '96.
Spoiler
This movie's
alert.
from '96. I saw Primal Fear years ago, and I remember not liking it, but not remembering why I didn't like it. Now, I'm not supposed to ever watch this movie again. An actor friend was this close to getting the role that made Edward Norton a star, which is why American History X and Fight Club are also banned from this discussion. But Primal Fear was on TV the other night, and I wanted to see it without bias. I still don't really like it. Norton, of course, is magnificent, but the movie is plagued with flaws. The murder was unnecessarily graphic. Did we really need to see blood spurting from severed fingers? And the second act was slow, muddled, and when all was said and done, rife with red herrings. Nothing bored me more than the talk about fluctuating real estate prices, which ultimately didn't factor to the plot's resolution. And then there was the final revelation, which raised several unanswered questions. If Aaron was faking it the whole time, then how long had he been affecting that stutter? the whole time he was an altar boy. If that's true, then he was planning the murder before he met the Archbishop, which means he would at any time have no reason to murder him. However, if he created that speech pattern after the murder, surely there would be plenty of people who knew he was lying. But while I mentioned many other movies, I'm in no way comparing anything to Primal Fear. It's a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Some brutal reviews over there. But you know where I really like getting reviews from?
Letterboxd?
It's Letterboxd. It's always Letterboxd. Letterboxd is so much fun. This one over on Letterboxd has a 4 out of 5. So it's a pretty good score. Mm-hmm. Some reviews that I liked from over there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Frances McDormand could have diagnosed Edward Norton as the Zodiac killer, and I would have believed her with my entire soul. I would simply let Laura Linney smoke wherever she damn well wants.
Fuck yeah.
I think all other actors should just go home and apologize for not being Edward Norton.
Right. They should.
Movies in which Ed Norton plays a character with 2 distinct personalities. 1, Primal Fear. 2, Fight Club. 3, The Incredible Hulk. Am I missing any? And the last one, Edward Norton just likes to play characters with personality disorders, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. It's safe to say that most people remember Edward Norton from this movie and not much of anything else. Before I watched this movie, the only thing I knew about it was Edward Norton's performance in it.
His performance is outstanding, but he has such little screen time in this movie.
Yeah, but the fact that that's what people are talking about means that he
did
destroyed those scenes.
He did amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. I wish we got more.
Yeah.
I wish we got more, not necessarily of just Edward Norton, but of the disorder, of the switch. Mm-hmm. We saw him switch a total of 3 times in this movie. Mm-hmm. And one of those times was just one sentence.
Yeah.
And then he snapped back. Mm-hmm. But when he went off on the lawyer, when he was being a dick to him, and he started beating the crap out of him in the room. Mm-hmm.
Not in the courtroom, but in the interrogation
room. I was blown away.
Yeah, because that's like such a dramatic shift.
It's such a huge change. And it's like something that made Split so successful was that the whole movie was opening the window to that personality disorder, and James McAvoy showed his full range in one movie with multiple characters, and it was just like so interesting to watch because that's something that we don't get to see all the time. And with Edward Norton in this movie, and he does it 3 times total. I just wish we got more.
And see, I think I feel the opposite. I think we got enough of it where it wasn't overdone and overplayed, because I think the lasting sting, and we might disagree on how we feel about the ending, because you think he has a disorder and I don't. I think he was pretending to have it so he could get away with murder. So the fact that he does put on this front, and there's things that I've noticed that back up my interpretation, and a lot of it's in the courtroom when he's yelling at Laura Linney's character and fidgeting a little bit, and you can kind of see him like go to break character, and then he steps back a little bit. But I still don't think having more of that would have hit as hard. I feel like we would have been like, okay.
I still think that it didn't hit that hard though. Like I personally would have liked to see a little bit more from him as Roy in the courtroom, rather than him just snapping and then jumping over the counter and grabbing her.
I can agree with you there, because like having more of that debate back and forth would have been fun.
Yeah.
But we got to remember that this is a 1996 movie. This is something from 96 where I don't think personality disorders were like huge. Like people weren't really understanding them as much. But that brings me to a big problem I had with this movie, which I'll just bring up now, where it feels like an extended episode of a cop drama or a like Law and Order.
Yeah.
Where the murder happens at the beginning. It's really gory. It shows you what happened mostly. And then you're just going along to figure out who the guy who did it is, right?
It probably was a Law and Order fucking episode.
Probably. But when you look at the director, a lot of the things he's done are cop dramas and like TV show detective type shows, right? So it makes sense that it feels that way. But in those shows, the stars are not the perpetrators. They're not the people who committed the crimes. It's the cops. Or in this case, the lawyers.
Yeah. I mean, that was a format that worked for that time.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked for a long time after that.
And that's why I think this movie did well in the 90s. And it might not have hit as hard. But also, I want to say that I made it to this year, 2026, not seeing this movie and not knowing the final twist. I knew that he had multiple personalities, and I thought that was the twist. So when they reveal it kind of in the middle, I'm like, oh, that's a weird place to reveal that twist. But then the very end, where the actual twist is that he's been faking the whole time, which is where, again, that's what I thought. That's where it got me.
Yeah.
So, do you want to break down the movie and go plot details?
Let's do it. But before you do that.
Yeah, before we break down this movie.
Before we break her down, dude.
Break me down.
Why don't you go ahead and tell the people where they could find us and all that good stuff.
I don't want to.
All right.
No, I'm just playing.
Fuck myself then.
You can head on down to the description of this episode and you'll find links to our Instagram and our YouTube where you can go over there and interact with us. Find out what movies we're doing way ahead of time on Instagram because we post them early as heck. If you're listening right now, there's people on Instagram who already know 2 episodes from now what we're watching. Yeah. So where are you?
And they can submit their reviews if they'd like.
If they'd like. You can also do that with the send us some fan mail button that's also in the description of the episode. And then if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go ahead, drop us a 5-star rating. Helps the show out a lot, makes us happy, and it keeps Juan's multiple personalities at bay.
Right.
You don't want to meet John.
Definitely don't.
John sucks. I don't even like him. But Juan, hell of a guy. So 5-star ratings will keep this guy around. So let's do that. And then thank you so much for liking and subscribing if you're over on YouTube. We appreciate that too.
I feel him coming.
Oh no. We're going to take a break
here he comes.
Right now. Get John out of here. And then we'll come back and break down details of Primal Fear.
So let's break down the movie.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Get through it.
Now that we did all the ratings and stuff.
Do our ratings and reviews.
Oh, that's how we do it.
And then we're going to spin the wheel today.
Dude, wheel spin day is my second favorite day of the month.
What's your first?
Wheel spin days? I don't know. I was trying to be... Don't call me out like that. Payday?
Geez. It was funny.
Payday?
It was funny.
Was that
Payday's
my first
good. I like Payday.
Make it sound like we only spin the wheel once a month and get paid once
a month for sure.
My favorite day of the month is the day that I don't have to edit the podcast, edit videos for clients, go to work, and I can just sit on my butt and play video games. So Primal Fear starts out with a high-profile defense attorney named Martin Vale. He takes on the case of Aaron Stampler, a shy altar boy accused of brutally murdering Archbishop Rushman. It starts with some nonsense we don't need.
Yep.
We see Marty being a little creepy with Janet.
His assistant?
Not his assistant.
The other
Laura Linney's character.
Yeah. Right.
He does this, let's dance. There's no music. Oh, I'll make music. And then he's like in her ear, like, la, 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 la,
yeah.
La, la, la. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking creep.
That is like their way of implying that they've had a fling.
They've hooked up a lot.
But it came off extremely strong.
And creepy.
Especially with Janet not reciprocating
at all.
Mm-hmm. And I guess like in the 90s, things like that weren't really.
He's a rich and powerful lawyer, man.
Yeah.
And she's a lawyer too. But she's hot and blonde.
Things like that were kind of went over the head of people. And now in 2026, that did not age
at all.
Well, like I guess maybe back then it was considered flirty. And now it's just creepy.
But he also looks like he's 20 years older than her. And he might be. I didn't look at their ages. Right. But he definitely feels like some predator prey kind of situations, and I wasn't vibing. Yeah. And when he does it later, it's even worse.
Yeah.
But he's taken on this case of an altar boy who allegedly murdered the Archbishop in Chicago.
Which when they show the scene where the Archbishop gets murdered, all you see is him like getting ready or something. They show a ring he's about to put on. He reaches for a ring, and they just show a knife just go straight up into the air and back down, and this man's hand explodes.
Yeah.
I just thought, did that man's hand just explode from a knife? I don't even have knives. I have knives that can't even cut through plastic.
Yeah.
How sharp does that knife have to be?
It's the sharpest knife. It's from Cutco.
to cut through this man's fingers knives. And explode with blood afterwards. It was a interesting choice on that part.
Very much 90s. I think of like 80s action movies and how gory they are. You have your horror movies in the 90s. This was just...
But that's pretty much all we get from that scene.
Yeah.
And then we see a bunch of stab wounds on him later when
they look pretty gross.
When he's dead.
Yeah.
But I was like, if you're going to show that in a rated R movie, why not just show the whole murder?
Because they can't tell you who did it.
Right, they didn't have to.
Yeah,
they could have shown the.
I get that. They showed more in Psycho than they did in this, except the hand.
Right.
But Aaron is running from the cops. He's covered in blood, and he's just running down the railroad tracks. He gets captured, and that's when Marty decides, "That's my guy. I'm going to represent that guy for free."
Yeah,
because he wants publicity.
Interesting choice. At first, I was like, is it because he was an altar boy and he recognized him? But no, it's because he wants the attention. And the things that he does to manipulate this fucking case is insane. I've never, ever seen a movie where a lawyer is chasing down fucking suspects and other people,
stealing stuff.
Stealing things.
When they shake down Alex later on.
Dude, manipulating the story so it goes his way. Crazy.
90s, baby.
Super 90s.
Aaron insists that he's innocent, and he claims he has no memory of the murder, convincing Martin to defend him despite overwhelming evidence. All of the evidence points to him. He was the only one in the room. There's only one set of footsteps in the blood, and it's his shoes. He's covered in blood.
He has the ring of the bishop.
He has the ring from the hand that exploded. He did it.
Yeah, for sure.
We know from the beginning.
For sure.
But he claims that there was someone else in that room and that he blacked out during the murder, so he doesn't have any memory of the murder. In 2026, knowing these things, it's like, duh, that guy has multiple personalities. He fucking did it. Or he was in a blind rage. He did it. There's no question. There's no doubt.
Yeah. See, what I do like about this movie is that they lean in to how hard a lawyer will twist the story to make it right. You know? So, like, I truly believe that this happens in the real world.
Probably.
Where, like, he has multiple personalities, and now it's like, oh, well, he didn't do it. Roy did it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, but it was still his
He
hand,
died by his hand.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like, maybe he shouldn't be in jail. Like, this kid needs help. but he did it.
Yeah, and their whole thing is that they didn't try him for being insane.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they couldn't switch the plea.
It's a law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
They started trying him for murder and not as like trying to prove that he's insane. So they have to claim insanity at the beginning of the trial. So they know that that's what you're trying to prove. You're trying to prove that he's insane and he did this because he's insane, not because he's a murderer.
So they didn't do enough research.
Well, they didn't know about Roy.
They didn't try hard enough.
But also because I think that Aaron, Edward Norton's character, are we following? Roy.
Aaron
and Roy. Same guy. I think that he didn't want them to start trying him for insanity because he's not insane. He was trying to get away with murder. That's it. That's the whole thing.
And then when he realized that they were losing, he
started cracking more. He figured out his story. And the blackout that he's saying is because his multiple personalities. So he created this whole backstory about how his mom died and his dad was abusive and he ran away from home and joined the church because the guy took him in. But I think there's a lot more to it. But again, it's like, how long was this charade going on of being Aaron if he had been there for over a year already? So who else has he killed? We'll find that out later. So prosecutor Janet Venable, Martin's former girlfriend, builds a strong case against Aaron while Martin searches for another explanation. Marty has no fucking clue how he's going to get this guy off. He's dead to rights. They got him. You know, there's no evidence saying that there was anyone else. There's no evidence saying that he didn't do the murder.
And they're trying to find anybody to try to pin this on other than Aaron. Yeah,
there's a whole subplot with like some fucking Chicago gangsters and like zoning laws that has no business being in this movie. They try to pin it on them, the murder, but it seriously, that's all we really need to talk about, that whole subplot. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, and that's like what I meant by how much he tried to manipulate this trial was that he was going out on his own, trying to find suspects to pin it on, trying to twist the story to go his way. And I know I already said this, but it's just so crazy that he's going after mobsters. He's going after other altar boys and other lawyers. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you're kind of doing too much.
And they bring, like, later on, he brings the lawyer to the stand that he's trying to like pin everything on, and he does this whole spiel, and they get all this information out, and then the Janet, Laura Linney's character, says objection, and then the judge is like, yeah, this doesn't matter, strike it from the record, don't pay attention to any of that. It did not matter.
Yeah,
we didn't need any of that shit.
We didn't need a lot of the stuff.
We're way ahead right now, so let's bang it back up.
Okay, back it up.
So Martin discovers on this journey of trying to pin the crime on anyone else that he can that the Archbishop was abusing young boys and secretly recording the abuse, revealing a much darker side to the victim. So they find a tape after they chase down the two lawyers, chase down a random kid who knows the information of the Archbishop, making his own, we can't say the P word,
videos,
sexual activity videos, spicy movies. Let's say that.
Spicy movies.
He's making his own spicy movies, which A, he's a man of God. Shouldn't be making those.
Right.
B, he tells the kids, I don't want to say that either.
The guys?
He tells Aaron and Alex and Linda, who was Aaron's girlfriend before, that they're doing it in the name of God, but he's just doing it so he can get off, basically, right? Because he's an archbishop. He's not supposed to be doing that stuff. But that raises this whole other subplot of nonsense that's going on, but it also gives motive for Aaron to have killed the archbishop. That's a problem. And now they can't find Linda. They don't know where she's at, trying to get more information. So they start probing Aaron about Linda and about the tapes, and we start seeing glimpses of this anger inside of him.
Mm-hmm.
When Frances McDormand starts doing her psychological examination on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he claims he blacked out and doesn't remember being upset with her at all.
Yeah.
So that's when we start seeing the cracks start forming, right?
Right.
So Dr. Arrington, who's played by Frances McDormand, tries to diagnose him with dissociative identity disorder or multiple personalities. The second personality, Roy, emerges. Roy is aggressive, violent, and claims that he killed the Archbishop to protect Aaron. And we find this out while he's alone with Martin. Just the two of them. The camera's off. Just the two of them. He comes out and beats the shit out of Marty until they come to an understanding. And I really liked this. I liked Edward Norton's take on Roy because, like, yeah, he's super violent and everything like that. But he also plays him with this weird kind of like, what's the word I'm like almost polite in a way.
Yeah. Once
he gets past the violent nature. Polite might not even be the right word, but
cordial.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It's a good villain.
He's just an overprotective big brother,
basically.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm not a bad guy here, but if I have to break your nose, I'm gonna break your fucking nose."
Yeah,
And it's just like, I know that feeling, and I'm sure a lot of people know that feeling. But not only that, though, he does have anger problems. Like, he is so quick to snap. And that's where, like later on when I said it should have been longer, because I enjoyed the conversation that Roy and Marty had after he beat the shit out of him. I enjoyed that back and forth right there.
Yeah.
And if I would have seen that in the courtroom, or like he's, let's say he comes out as Roy and then like Aaron comes back and then he's Roy again. And it's like, I wanted to see like that struggle between the two personalities.
But I think that's the reason I don't think that he actually has multiple personalities.
Or it was just written badly.
I don't know. I didn't write it. But I do not think that he has multiple personalities. I think it's all fake, personally. But after this, Martin shifts his entire defense to trying to prove that Aaron was not legally responsible because of his mental condition. But as we said, they can't go back and change why they're trying him, because they're trying him for murder and not for being insane. The jury finds Aaron not guilty by reason of insanity because during the courtroom, Marty provokes Aaron to get angry enough for the Roy personality to come out while Janet is interrogating him. And he loses his shit, and we have a Few Good Men moment where he screams and yells, jumps over, tries to beat up the lawyer, Janet.
Yeah.
It's a whole mess, and everyone's like, oh my God, he's totally insane. And when we get to the end of the movie, Marty goes back to talk to Roy after everything. Before then, the lawyers go and meet with the judge in the room. And we got to talk about this scene because I fucking hated it. So they're talking to the judge and saying like they're going to just count it as a mistrial and retry him for insanity and plead all that nonsense, right? And Janet is going to lose her job because of all the things that happen. She's freaking out. She's like shaking violently, trying to light a cigarette. And when the judge leaves, it's just Marty and Janet alone. And he pulls that fucking, we should dance. There's no music. And he starts humming in her ear and everything while she is crying.
And this time it seems like he's trying to comfort her. And she don't want it.
No.
She don't want none of it.
No, and the way that he's trying is just, again, it is so creepy.
Super creepy.
It just felt gross. And I was like, I want this guy to lose his job. I hated it.
Yeah.
But then he says, I'm going to go meet up with my client. And he goes in and meets Aaron in the jail. Tells him the good news. And Aaron says something. like, well, I hope you can tell Miss Venable I'm sorry about her neck, even though 5 seconds earlier he said, I blacked out, I don't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he drops the fucking act real quick and just is full Roy after this and gives this whole monologue about like, I thought we were in on this together. Like, you're going to remember this for the rest of your life, that you got me off, you know, for being a murderer because I'm insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why didn't you just go, well, I heard the guards talking about it.
Yeah.
And keep the act up. Right. We wouldn't get the reveal where he says there was never Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been Roy.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that he was faking everything the whole time. So yeah, he faked, in my opinion, I'll say allegedly.
I mean, it makes sense.
That he faked the disorder the entire time and committed the murder knowingly. And that's when Marty realizes he's been completely manipulated. So he did all this manipulating throughout the entire movie, going and fighting off random fucking people that had nothing to do with anything, getting someone killed. He got one of the mob guys killed for saying he would come and testify against the other lawyer that he doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
He got that guy killed, and he let a murderer off.
Yeah.
So he spent all this time getting manipulated while he thought he was manipulating everything else.
Right.
So he walks through the courtroom and just, I love the scene that it follows him through the courtroom and the camera turns upside down. Like that shot, his whole life just fucking flipped over. He's done. Like, he's not going to be able to trust anything that anyone says anymore. Yeah. And he's a lawyer.
Right.
And that's where the movie ends.
And it's over.
So I'm going to go.
Go for it.
I'm going to go first this time. I'm not even going to ask you. Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Go for it.
Go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. A lot of this movie, I was completely locked in. The subplots with the zoning permits and the taxing and the other lawyer guy that he used to work for that he left and whatever, none of that stuff was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I hated when they started like breaking into the victim's home and stealing stuff, chasing the other altar boy. It's revealed that Roy killed Linda at the end, right? So he drops the C word when he talks about her.
Mm-hmm.
So my point of view from this whole thing was like, I was locked in for the parts where they're in the courtroom again, where Edward Norton's doing his psychiatric. He's doing his mental health evaluation with Frances McDormand. Those scenes, I was completely locked in. Anytime Edward Norton was on, I was locked in. Anytime that the lawyers are doing their lawyer thing and talking to people on the stand and everything like that. I loved the judge. She is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
She walks in and just is like, sit down, like let's get this over with. Always has a drink in her hand. Mm-hmm. Funny as fuck. Honestly, great. Loved it. The fact that we had so many recognizable people in this movie from other things we've seen, right? Locke from Lost is in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny. The Chief from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
he's in this. Saying he used to be a cop, so now I'm just saying it's canon that this is what he did, and then he became the chief of 9-9, right?
Hell yeah.
Left Chicago, got out of there. His character's great. The mom from Liar Liar's in this. Wasn't she? She
was an ER.
Yeah. So you could tell when this movie's made just because of a lot of those people.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I was completely locked into any of the drama in the courtroom, but nothing outside of it. I don't care about Martin Vale whatsoever. I think he's a creep. I think he is a bad lawyer because he manipulates so many people. You can see him trying to manipulate the guy who works for the press that he's always talking to. Mm-hmm. And he's doing everything at the beginning of this movie for fame and glory and not for anything else.
Yeah.
He switches halfway through when he believes that Aaron is innocent. When he's innocent, right? Before the insanity stuff comes out, you can start seeing that he's like, God, I'm breaking all my rules kind of moment. But I don't believe it from Richard Gere.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's really stale in this. He doesn't really show that much emotion. I don't know if that's the point of a lawyer or not. but I don't give a fuck what he's saying.
Yeah.
And the amount of times that in the courtroom he's saying something and the judge or Janet are like, no, that doesn't matter. And then they both agree and they're like, it doesn't matter. He doesn't know what he's fucking doing. So what was the point of taking the case? It doesn't make sense except for the fame and glory aspect of it. He thought he was going to get away with it. Overall, I think the pacing in this movie is abysmal. It slows way down just to speed up for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, whatever, and then slows way down again. All the subplots that we've mentioned, nonsense. Take them out, shave off 35 minutes of this movie, and I think it would have been way better. I don't think I would recast any of the roles just because Edward Norton steals this movie 100%. Laura Linney is freaking great in this movie. Compared to the details, where I thought she was one of the strongest parts of that movie, she is one of the strongest parts of this movie as well. You know, she can do it all. I don't think I will ever watch this movie again. And I think once you learn the twist about how he faked being insane, there's no point in watching it again unless you want to go back.
No shock value.
Right. And I do like that I didn't really get that part spoiled for me. I knew he was going to be crazy, but it wasn't 100% spoiled for me, which is great. And this movie's old, you know, it's 30 years old.
Not bad.
But I don't think I'll watch this movie ever again. It's a good first time. Like if you're going through the rabbit hole of courtroom drama movies, I think it's a must watch. If you're wanting to watch all of Edward Norton's films, it's a must watch. I don't think it's his best.
It's one of his first.
It's what got him Fight Club and American History X. Don't watch American History X. That movie's terrifying. I don't even want to say it's good because it's so shocking and jarring and graphic, whatever. But it was fun. It was fun and I kept reminding myself, this movie's from the 90s. This movie's from the 90s. Just let it go. Get over the nonsense. Get over the dry acting. The cinematography, like I said at the beginning, is bland. It is very static. It's very 90s TV show style. Yeah. There's some good shots here or there, but overall, the lighting's bland. The sets are exactly what you expect from a courtroom drama. But overall, I liked this movie a lot. But I have no desire to watch it ever again. I'm giving it a 7.
7 out of 10. Wow.
It's really good. I was locked in. I was 100% locked in while watching it. But as I sat on it and thought about it after watching it, I don't ever want to watch it again. But it was fun. I had a good time. Yeah. I wanted to see what happened. I wanted to get to the next part. And when it ended, I was like, damn, that was fun. So 7. It's a high rating for me. Yeah. I feel like I give a lot of 6, 7, 8. But I'm sticking with my guns. I'm giving it a 7.
I think the pacing of this movie was excruciatingly slow. Oh yeah, especially the scenes without Edward Norton. Richard Gere was not interesting enough for me. Nope. For him to be the main character. And he's
creepy as fuck.
Yeah, for him to be the main character that we're following around the whole time. I had to watch this movie twice. Yeah. Back to back.
Because you fell asleep.
Because I didn't even necessarily fall asleep. I was just like in that falling asleep,
dozing off
phase. Yeah. Where I'm still hearing every fucking boring ass word that he's speaking. Yeah. But I don't remember any of it because I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm doing the fucking what's the
Clockwork Orange?
No, the
Get there, man. Get there. Come on, this is an audio platform.
The toothpicks.
Oh, putting the toothpicks on your eyes to keep them open.
Why the fuck?
I think the Clockwork Orange got there.
On toothpicks.
Because you're tired.
Anyways, so I put the toothpicks in my eyes. I'm trying to watch, and I'm just like, I can't do this. And then I finally watched the whole movie. And now I know why I was falling asleep. You know, because I wasn't like fully awake, fully caffeinated because I try to watch it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
I watched it at 7 a.m.,
it was
dude.
so just bland and slow. And like you said, a lot of things in this movie were so unnecessary. It actually made the movie confusing in those parts, until, thank God, Edward Norton's character just kind of ties everything back up together.
He's the rug from The Big Lebowski.
He ropes it in. He ropes
ties
it
the
in
movie
for
together.
Us. I just wish I saw more, whether he's faking or not. Because, I get it. The twist, it probably is that he is faking. But if he was faking it, I feel like he should have done it more.
Yeah, probably struggled more. Yeah.
He should have slipped up at least once. He should have, leaned into it even more. Because, you have this one situation occur where Marty completely flips from he's innocent to he's crazy. And I think maybe if we got a little bit more of the Easter egg droppings just sprinkled throughout the movie, I think it would have made more sense. Especially for the twist. Because I'm he was continuously on it. And if he is faking it, well, he tried really hard to fake it, rather than just one really bad scene. Well, not bad, but
bad break.
Bad for Marty. You know what I mean? So,
and I want to point out if Ed Norton wasn't in this movie at all, this movie would be a 5, maybe less. But Edward Norton does so good, and Laura Linney does so good that I did bump. Originally, I had it as a 5, but I bumped it up 1 point for each of them because I get what you're saying. Having more from Edward Norton would have probably pushed this movie even higher. And if they cut out a lot of that nonsense with the other mobsters and the other lawyer guys, and even some of the stuff that they do, like the amount of times they break into the house, but getting the videotape and finding out about the Archbishop is necessary to prove why he has this break, Aaron break, or Roy or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Have you seen Adolescence?
No.
So in
that's the show that does the one take episodes.
It's a one. Each episode is one take. Yep. In that show,
you're gonna spoil it for me?
No.
Okay.
Am I?
I don't care. I'm not going to watch it.
I don't think so. In that show, the kid is crazy, and he's accused of killing somebody. It's similar to this, but they made him the main character without actually being the main character. So, the main character of the show is actually the family, the mom and the dad dealing with all this stuff. But when they show him in the room with his psychologist, there's this scene in there that really shows his true colors. So it's the interaction between the psychologist and the kid, and it shows that at some point the psychologist gets scared of this 12-year-old boy because of how unhinged he is. I wish that dynamic is what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Showing how unhinged this man is, and I don't believe that man's a killer from his interactions. Yeah, he's violent. I don't believe that he's a killer. I don't believe that he is psychotic.
Aaron? Roy? Roy?
Either one of them.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that if we're in the room for too long with this guy, then we're gonna die. And that's a feeling that I felt in Adolescence.
I felt it at the last
with
scene
that kid.
In the last scene of the movie.
In the last scene, I can see that. Yeah.
And that's when
he's
Richard,
bars.
Marty's in there with the door open, and he backs away, and you feel it then.
Yeah.
If Marty said anything wrong, he probably would have gotten strangled right there. and there's no officers around.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a single cop nearby. He's way down the fucking hall.
See, and I feel like that's too little too late at that point.
Again, though, I'm giving it a lot of grace for being a movie from the 90s.
Sure.
So, what's your rating on this?
I originally, especially with how boring and sleepy I was going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah?
I literally just hated it. When I finally watched it all the way through without falling asleep,
mm-hmm.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
Okay, so right in the middle?
Right in the middle.
All right.
Edward Norton should have been the main character, and he had maybe no more than 10 minutes of screen time in this whole movie.
Yeah.
So,
but I want to point out that I'm fine with that, and that's probably why our scores are so different,
mm-hmm.
because I think it was the perfect amount
mm-hmm.
for me. I'm looking over our list, though, of movies, trying to see what other big discrepancy we have like that. There's not much. We're pretty much tied most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to movies, we're very close. There's not a single one on here that I think we really differ that, like, more than 2 points.
By 1 point, right?
Yeah. Most of it's by like 0.5 or, 75, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing on this list that's that outrageously different. So this is a first for us, man.
Whoa,
it's kind of a big
look
deal.
At us making first.
Wonka was almost a 2 point difference, where I gave it a 6.75 and you gave it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the closest one to this score. So crazy scores. I do think now we need to answer the question, does this hold up today? Is it a nostalgic movie or is it a good movie? Is it something that people love just for the nostalgia of it, just remembering parts of it, thinking it's better than it actually is, or is it actually good? I think you already answered that by saying that it's not a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like, it's not.
Do you think people hold on to it nostalgically for Ed Norton?
No, because he has other roles that are so much better than this. Mm-hmm. And I think, when I think of Edward Norton, it's sure we've never seen this movie, but I've never ever thought of Primal Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I've spoken to somebody,
they're talking Fight Club,
who has seen Primal Fear, they're not going to bring up Primal Fear.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing up Fight Club. They're bringing up
American History
X. They're bringing up the Hulk.
Mm-hmm. They'll even bring up, like, what is it, The Glass Onion?
Yeah, shit like that. But like this movie,
when we talk about Ed Norton, most of the time, at least in our circles, it's about how he made the worst mistake by dropping Bruce Banner because he wasn't going to get paid enough.
Yeah, and he also wanted full control of his own script, which was not gonna happen.
Tom Holland gets that.
Yeah.
And I've heard the new Spider-Man's freaking great.
Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out, we have seen that movie. The new Spider-Man, by the way.
Less than 24 hours, baby.
For you. I gotta wait.
Baby.
You know what we don't need to wait for, though? Spinning the wheel, man.
Yeah, let's not wait for that. Let's do it immediately,
now.
Right
now. I have it ready to go, ready to rock. Are you ready?
I wanna rock. Let's go. Spin it, baby.
Okay, hold on. Let me click it. It's spinning. Big money.
Let's go.
Oh, it's another recent year.
Ta-da!
It makes the sound.
2018.
Yeah, so we're going to 2018. This is a fun year. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of movies we have seen in 2018. What the hell were we doing in 2018? I was working at my pizza job full time. Was in like trainings and supervising and stuff. You were working the job you do now?
I was cleaning bathrooms.
You were cleaning bathrooms, but still at the same
nights.
place. Yeah,
I was working nights.
Were we living together in 2018? Yes, we were. It was right before I moved. We were doing OG BJ in the morning.
Wow.
OG. And if you're a fan from those years, the OG years, let us know. Hit that send us a fan mail button, because that would be really cool to hear if someone had joined us from back then. 2017, 2018?
2018 for sure.
2018 movies. Are you ready? Let's see what's on the list. By popularity on IMDb. Number 1, Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, shit.
Number 2, Hereditary.
All right.
Number 3, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Number 4, Black Panther.
Yeah, we definitely were living together, because a lot of these movies we just went and saw
them
together.
Yeah. Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
A Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tag.
Mm-hmm.
Game Night.
Mm-hmm.
First Man. I haven't seen that.
I don't
Is that
think
Ryan
so.
Gosling? He's real hot right now.
Yeah.
He's so hot right
so
now.
hot right now. For sure.
Venom.
Uh-huh.
The Meg.
Wow.
Upgrade. I remember seeing Upgrade in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody. That came out in 2018.
That's wild.
Jeez.
I don't think I saw it till it came out on video on demand.
Video on demand. Bumblebee.
I love that movie.
I mean, Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. Aquaman. It was a lot of superhero Star Wars type stuff, huh? A Star is Born. Haven't seen that. Jeez, man. Under the Silver Lake. Have you seen that?
No.
Me neither. Going down this list, though, I went back to the top.
Mm-hmm.
For a movie we have seen, Infinity War seems like a good pick. But the number 2 slot seems really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should watch Hereditary.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in a while?
Not in a few years, no.
I feel like someone pushed me real hard to watch it. Someone from our past that we don't talk to anymore. Like, this is the best movie ever. You got to watch this movie. It's the best. It's so great.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not.
It's so good.
It's so good. You got to watch this movie. It's the best.
So freaking
it's so freaking. They don't sound like this. This is so bad. They sound like a normal person. Comedic effect voice activated.
It's so good. Let's watch this movie.
You sound like was it Fallon when he does the girls in the basement? What's the catchphrase from that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't remember the catchphrase. Whatever.
It's my stepdad. I can't do the voice. It's my stepdad. Ew, that's it. Yeah. Gross. Anyways, I think Hereditary would be a really fun pick because I haven't seen it since then.
Uh-huh.
I remember being very, very impressed with this movie.
Mm.
And
A24 movies always has like a crazy twist. Speaking of twists of this movie,
yeah, I mean,
there's going to be better ones in an A24 movie.
I'm trying to see if another A24 movie came out this year. Next week, we're going to watch Hereditary.
Uh-huh.
A24 for August. The A in A24 is August.
I like it.
We're starting August. I mean, I think we're already in August when this episode comes out. We're finishing August with A24 movies.
Uh-huh.
I should get our timing right.
That's all right. We'll check the calendar.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Next week, Hereditary. We're starting spooky season early.
Hell yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Oh
yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
But if you made it
for Labor Day.
Speaking of Labor Day, if you're not doing anything, the 4th, 5th, and 6th of September, we are going to be at Tucson Comic Con. What? What's so funny? It was a great segue.
That was great.
It was great.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that Labor Day?
We did it on purpose.
Labor Day weekend. Tucson Comic Con.
For sure.
It says it on the thing.
It really is.
We're going to be there, though. So please come hang out with us. Make some memories with us. Take some pictures. Maybe let us interview you. We're talking about movies that you haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
That you're embarrassed to not have seen. Because that's kind of where this whole journey started, was us talking about movies we've never seen that, as film lovers, we should probably be embarrassed.
We should. Like, why haven't we seen some of those
like
movies?
Jaws. I've never seen Jaws. Have you?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. But it's not in our time frame, so it doesn't matter.
I've never seen The Departed.
The Departed?
Yeah, I've never seen The Departed.
Dude, when we start season 2, we're changing the fucking rules. Okay, man? We're changing the rules. I'm saying it here, saying it now. We're going to start to go into a movie I've seen that you haven't.
I'm just bringing up a movie that's for me.
The Departed. I don't even know if The Departed is one of those. Like, I've never seen The Notebook. Okay, you got to drop another one that you're embarrassed. That you're embarrassed about.
I've never seen...
Never have I ever.
Another Leo DiCaprio movie. I've never seen Inception all the way through.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You haven't seen that? Okay, we're changing the fucking rules. Season 2. Season 2 is coming, by the way, in a couple months. So be freaking prepared. Anyways, back on track. Tucson Comic Con. Go to it. Join us. We're gonna have fun. We might meet Lou Ferrigno.
We're already calling him Louis F. Is how close we are with him.
We're so close with him. It's so
Louis
good.
F.
Louis F. And if you've made it this far in the episode, please leave us a 5-star rating. It really helps out the show. And again, we're going to make sure that Juan's head stays on when he's sitting outside the window of a car. Mm-hmm. That's a tease to Hereditary.
Teaser. We also have to keep John contained.
John needs to be contained. So please leave us 5 stars. And if you haven't already, scroll on down through the description of the episode. You can find links to our social medias. We're BJ the Morning Podcast on all social medias. So it should be pretty easy as long as you put the word podcast at the end.
Podcast, for sure.
Don't leave it out.
Right.
And if you do, safe search on.
Images blurred.
We were 25 when we made the name for the podcast. So
were we that old? Yeah, we were.
24?
No, we were 25.
Around then. We were young, dumb, and full of drinking beers.
Drinking beer, yeah. Full of beer.
Full of beers.
Full of beer and whiskey.
And Jaeger. We were drinking a lot of Jaeger back then.
Yep.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And Juan, say your line.
We'll talk to you next time.